everyone, and welcome to the extension activity for the two books that I just reviewed by Lois Ehlert. The books were Red Leaf, Yellow Leaf, and this book again taught about the change and transition of the season. And it went into the fall, to the winter, to the spring, and even into the summer. Things that happen to the branches and leaves on the trees. And then the other book was The Leaf Man. This one right here was really creative. It showed where this one leaf man, picture right here, how when the wind blows him and he lands, then he forms various different animals. So both books were really awesome for the fall, being my favorite time of the year, that is. So I have some really quick activities for you. The first one that you can, well, actually, this is an activity that you can do with both books as an extension on learning, and that's just simply doing a nature walk. All you need for this is to give the children a Ziploc bag, put their name on it, and tell them that you're going to be gathering the leaves that have fallen on the ground, a couple sticks, maybe some pine cones. Now, if you can't do this inside of your classroom, well, if you can't do this outside of your classroom, rather, because you have an area where you can't really walk around because you have maybe artificial grass or don't have the trees that you need, then you can maybe do like a walk-in field trip where you can just walk around the grounds of where your classroom is, if applicable. Or you could just simply have your parents do it. Tell them that you want them to go on a nature walk and give them the Ziploc bags and tell them what you would like for them to put inside of it. Now, if you're an accredited center, this is really important because it brings in that sense of community, which is something that you need to have inside of your environment anyway. The parents can do the walk, and then I will also suggest having them take photographs of the place where they're doing it at, like maybe their yard or even a local park, and bring that in, and you can post that up. It really does bring a lot of pride to the children when they can see their families, their homes, their siblings, things like that inside of the environment. So that's something important to remember. Now, of course, the leaves have tons of different colors. There's different shapes. There's a variety of things you can chart with these. You can also put leaves. I've actually put leaves on my art easel. And I put paints inside of the easel with different fall colors, like the ones that are similar to the ones in the leaves. And I had plain paper there. And like I said, I taped a couple leaves there on the easel that the kids gathered. And I just let them go for it. I tell them, make whatever fall painting that you want. Because remember when we went over the book, The Leaf Man, wherever the wind blew, the leaf man, that's the shape that it actually formed. So what I wouldn't do is say, boys and girls, make a duck like the ones that we saw inside of the Leaf Man book. I would just say make whatever you like. So if they decide to have their leaves, their painting, they say, this is my leaf man. My leaf man went to Target with my mommy and my brother. Okay, guess what? That's where the wind blew the leaf man. Hey, the wind blows me there all the time too. Even when I shouldn't probably be there when I'm going to get one item, but it ends up being a lot more. That's a whole different review. Okay, so that's just how that goes. So you can do that with them. Like I said, the charting, you can do color mixing, you can do painting, you can do a collage, whatever it is you want to do with the leaves that you actually gather. You can create a book, you can press some leaves, you can do leaf rubbings. It's totally completely up to you. The other activity I found is called fall soup. So you can make fall soup with your kiddos too. Now, if you're at home, you can just use a plastic container, add a couple artificial leaves. I did different colors of artificial leaves. I added a few pumpkins and, pumpkins here and pine cones. So I have some pine cones here. I also have some bowls and I have some ladles where they can actually pretend to stir it up and make some fall soup. Now, one of the things that you can do is add water if you like, and then you can add some food coloring, like drop a couple things of orange food coloring in, and they can do that. But if you don't want to have like don't want to use the wet ingredients like the water and stuff like that, you can simply just take this over to your circle time when you're talking to the children about the setup and what you have in different areas. You can say, boys and girls, I'm going to have this container here in dramatic play, and then here are the things that's inside of it, and you can make your friends some fall soup. So that's something that you can also do if you like. I think that's a really cool activity, and it shows that there are various different, it reiterates rather the various different colors of fall and the things that they actually found when they were in nature, because you don't want to use the stuff that they actually gathered, because it's like they stated in the book, it will dry and it'll be crumbly and it can be kind of messy, although messy is good in early child education all the time. So those are the activities I have. If you guys have any other ones, oh, you know what, as a matter of fact, I do have one more that I didn't think about as a teacher, but I think would be cool. If you are able to have your children go out and do that nature walk, I would also have them take a photo near the tree where the leaves are, so that they can see the change of season. And then when the leaves are completely gone and the tree is bare, have them take another photograph. And then you can do the same thing in the spring and summer. And then that's something that you can show them, how the seasons actually do change. And when they change, they wear different clothing and stuff like that. So I think that would be a really cool idea, and have those pictures in your science and sensory area. So that's what I have. If you guys have anything, again, I would love to hear from you. And if you have any comments on this one, or you have any other questions, I would love to answer them for you. No problem at all. And as always, like and subscribe so I can continue to bring you these resources and reviews, and keep exploring. And as always, keep reading. I'll see you guys next time.